money is man. So you being a man is money that made you. Otherwise, that man that you claim to be, push it away.
Is not being able to give orders or give matching instructions in their own home just because they are not a man enough. And when you ask for the breakdown of man enough, your pocket is light. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we talk about everything and anything as it concerns you and me, of course. So today is not going to be any different. So let me introduce the thought, what we're going to be doing today. Now, in recent times, it appears now that everything that's about becoming a man is making money. You know, I beg you, don't let us gloss over the topic, just follow. As a man, you have either realized it, you are realizing it now, or soon will. But immediately you begin to move close to becoming an adult, you find out that if you think about it, if you dip it, at the end of the day, you might just be on your own, if you get what I'm trying to say. Some men, normally, all men should know this equally, but some men may just know it more equally than others, if you get what I'm trying to say. I hope you do. Now, we're asking the question, is money all that there is to becoming a man? If you're ready, let's talk. I'm not doing this alone. Today, it's all men cast today. It's all men cast. So let me introduce. To my left, I have my namesake and the everly fine nigga. David, welcome to the show. Thank you.
Nice to be on the show, David.
And again, I particularly look forward to being on set with Mr. Serum. Thank you for joining us. I know we won't leave this set today without holding on to some things. I'm very, very sure. Now, you heard me ask the question. Is money all there is to being to being a man? To start with, we all use the internet here. Maybe a little more than each other, if you get what I'm saying. So everybody has this hustle culture. The hustle culture is not coming from a place of it's not coming mostly, I can say it's not mostly coming from a place of just self-sufficiency. Mm-hmm. Everybody feels that if you are a man and you don't have money, there's this meme that is popular. You must have seen the video. He said it was, I don't think they're Nigerian, it was probably Ugandan, or there was like money or love. He said go for money. It was very animated and he was the one. He said money. He said go for money. He said what will happen to poor man? He said, what do you mean? That one said, what will happen to poor man? He said, what's poor man doing around love? That was what he said. So the import of the thought now is, to become a man, you need money. So are we forgetting some other things that might be needed to become a man, Mr. Sira? No, I want to start with you before I bring David on board.
So let me start with a categorical answer.
Okay.
Money can be everything to being a man. I mean,
say that again. It wasn't clear.
Money can't be everything to being a man. Or at least money isn't everything in being my own man. Yes, because
I like the way Mr. Sira you would draw the line from that. Do your own.
You know, when we were growing up in my language, there's a name. It says, it's better translated in pidgin. Money na man.
Money na man.
Yes, there's no, because if I want to put it in English, it's difficult. The English will not rhyme very well.
Money na man. Yeah, that's what it means.
Yes, that money is man. That sort of thing.
Okay.
Money maketh a man.
Okay.
Yeah, but when it became boy, money is man. So you being a man is money that has made you. Otherwise, that man that you claim to be, push it away. You know, there was this story of a man who lost his father. In Nigeria, in the southeast, the person who is the firstborn of the family is an important matter, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
They are part of the family.
Yes.
So the father died. They buried the father. Then he heard it from third parties that his father had died. So when he heard, he was like, what?
Wait, Mr. Siyu, did you follow that? They buried his father without him knowing.
He knew father from third parties.
Behind his back.
When you said his father died, I thought you did. So, okay, let me let you continue your story. Okay.
He now called home and said, I'm hearing, they said it's true. I didn't tell me. They told him, they said, yeah, we didn't tell him. Even if we told you, what would you have done?
Jesus.
We converted, because even if we are told, we would have been able to pay your transport
Jesus.
to the village. You can't contribute anything meaningful to the burial. So they said they converted the transport they would have given him to be his burial levy.
How do you tell such a person that money does not make man?
Now, those who believe in that worldview, which I don't share, will tell you, if you don't have money, you can't attract a good man to marry.
Yes.
It's a worldview. They tell you if you don't have money, people will respect you. You can't go about explaining who you are.
Mr. Cyril,
yes.
I'm cutting you short.
Okay.
I want you to digress a little bit.
Okay.
You said something. You said if you don't have money, you can't attract a good woman.
Yes.
And you
in that worldview, yes.
You said in that world,
yes.
That suggests that it's not something you subscribe to.
No, I don't, of course.
Okay. I wanted to establish that. Hey, we'll talk. Okay. Continue, sir. Continue. No problem.
It's men stable.
No problem.
Okay, so in that worldview, I mean, they would say that there's a lot. Let me just give you this story. Yesterday on the WhatsApp group, somebody said that he was working with the NYSC. A driver, I think a cabbie, hit a core member, killed the person, and then ran away. So I don't think it happened recently. He said that he personally investigated the matter, found out the cabbie, got him arrested. Then informed the family that somebody hit we found the person out, come to the police station. The family settled with the cab driver behind their back. Listen, and that then wrote to them unfortunately to say that they were not interested, that they had settled with the man. The man said, because I'm not sure if you're working with the NYS, I don't know whether they become millionaire or billionaire. So the man said, that in Yoruba, is Yoruba man, he said in Yoruba that there's a saying that what 10 prostrations cannot do, 2 pence.
What 10
prostrations?
Okay.
Cannot do. 2 pence will do it. You don't understand?
Pence as in
money now.
Money.
2 pennies. Okay. 2 pennies will do it. That he vowed in his life that he will never be poor.
Now that you talk about that, sir, just to put it, if I say I will never be poor in my life, is this something you've not heard in recent times? Who champions it online? Do you know the influencer, David? There's a particular influencer, I won't mention his name, to say like there's a full house setting and he goes, he's pointing at the garage, he's pointing at the, the swimming pool on the roof, and he's saying, my God, I will never be poor in my life. That's what everybody talks about. And when you think about him like this, the first thing that comes is, I will never be poor in my life.
So for example, I mean, look at everything happening in the economy today. David, there are those who appear to believe, who are part of Nigeria, who are in Nigeria but are not of Nigeria.
I know what you mean, sir.
I've seen them. There are those who...
I know what you mean.
On the bus, you say, this person shouldn't have been here. But there are those who are... It's as if even if you sold a grain of sand for a bar of gold...
I'm still bad.
They have no... And you see, because it's a different world in that sphere.
A different world.
But the point again, I mean, if you want to look at everything that is in that world, like I always say,
it looks very potent.
Come on.
It did like say if there is a saying in Yoruba, I would say it. They would say toba lowo raiwa. In translation, what that means is if you don't have money, you do not see life to come. That your life is pathetic.
So there's a wedding to attend. The family person or your neighbor or something is going to have a wedding. There should be people use all kinds of gimmicks to dodge, that sort of thing. Or you want to carry base on your head that you can't pay even in 3 years' time. So all of those complications have made people to believe that to be a man. Now, the part that brings men into the picture is that if you're not doing it for a sister, once you come of age, maybe a mother is looking up to you, your wife, and then children, and then other people who just want to come to you to say, we see you as the person that should be helped. So a man that as it were, people will look down on you if you don't.
Our traditional role is to provide,
So there are many eyes looking at a man and saying you must.
With expectation.
Yes. Have you built your house? Have you bought your car?
What are you doing?
Yes. What I do? So as a man, if you have money, what then do you want to have? That's the big question.
Mr. Siri, give me a minute, David. I want to go to you. Do you subscribe to that word? Let me hear your mind.
To the idea of money being what makes a man.
Money maketh man. Do you?
I do.
You do. Interesting. Interesting.
Initially, men are to provide.
Yes.
Women are to nurture.
Yes. Yes.
In provision, we have now made money the subject matter for provision. Men still have to provide knowledge. Men still have to provide guidance. Men still have to provide wisdom. They still have to. Having money is not even the problem. You have money. Are you going to spend it wisely? Where are you going to? What are you going to do with the money? So now having money provisionally doesn't mean this person is a man, because if you give a boy money, he knows all the cheap things he wants to use money and buy. But would those things come back later?
I think I lost you in the beginning. So what you are saying now is money is not enough to suggest that.
Yes, you're a man.
Okay.
But still, money
is important.
It's part of it.
It's very important. I stumbled into something.
Okay.
Something we were talking about before.
Okay.
And let's say someone, the lifestyle is not up to mine. I know that. You know me. I like expensive things on my own.
Luxury.
If it's not shaking me, my body will not be moved to do it. I don't know why. It's very bad.
We know the category you are in economics. They taught us.
They said it's bad, but it's me. I like to do something to be past my power. And naturally, it just comes to me that way. So I met someone. She doesn't live up to my standard. I found out that 4 years in school. Forgive me. If she sees this, she might react. But 4 years in school.
Forgive you.
4 years in school, she did not take provision school at all.
That is impossible in my head.
That's kind of weird. Actually, I don't see a word, because I know that
it's not.
First 2 months of school, your money safe. I don't know where the money
goes.
No,
first 2 months, you are a very prudent spender. Very, very prudent.
You guys are you're two kinds of men.
We like money. My first 2 months, I don't really spend it. When I get to school, the first thing I do is that everything I brought from home is what I'm eating.
Do you get
morning, afternoon, and night?
Your
by the time
cornflakes, golden noodles, rice.
By the time you put 2 months worth of money together, and you want to use it to do something, it's going to be.
Yeah, it will
sound in the ears of people. What you will do with it, it will move people.
Well,
more than food. I like to chop, so.
Who know you
I like
chop?
to eat.
You know,
so when she said that, okay, she's going back to school with only clothes.
With only clothes.
Cosmetics.
Her priorities are different, obviously.
It's not priorities are different. She has the money.
But she would rather
go to school without it. And that's something I can never do. That's something I'll not even see pass me by. So I said I will provide those ones for her to take to school.
Okay. Devo, my bro. So the point is,
will you see the respect it commands and say that it's not money that brought it? The money didn't come in a day. I saved it. Where I'm removing money from, I'm not supposed to.
Okay.
Where I removed the money from, I have the first thing you asked me when you came, I told you I wanted to get something. You asked me for that thing. That's where I'm removing money from.
Okay. Now you have taken the conversation somewhere else.
Because if you don't put money in that place,
how prudent spend exactly.
How do you want to have authority?
It's not just about having money. How do you spend money?
We are actually going to the places that are quite sensitive for men. Because I know quite a few men in my life, teachers, neighbors, people that have befriended me. They feel okay. You have sense. They relate with me and everything. There are times you know that some of the things that constitute worry for them is not being able to give others or give matching instructions in their own home. Not because those instructions are stupid, not because those instructions are not correct, just because they are not a man enough. And when you ask for the breakdown of man enough, your pocket is light.
So somebody
it affects the pride of men.
A colleague told me, I said, the beauty of a man is in his pocket.
The beauty
of a man. That guy, right? He's not somebody that spends time talking. Is this show working? Is the show
Evidence, motivated person.
He's not interested in too much show working.
Let's get to it.
So
I know, but I have friends like that.
You know what I mean by show working? There's this song that said, someone asked, who is talking? Money is talking. There's a sound like that. I think it's Oliver De Coque or something.
Okay. I wouldn't know it.
No. They say, who is talking or what is talking? You know, sometimes even at social functions or in church or something, they say, we're not looking for, only those that can give certain amount should come here. We're not looking for anybody.
The strata in society.
For
money is very, very...
No, it's not very... It's as if money is the demarcating. Sometimes you think they educated, there is nothing like that. It is money that people use.
Money.
Even at events.
Money.
Even at events, when they say they want to get a lunch or something, you just know that people who are, in fact, those who you put on the spot don't want you to put them on the spot. Have you noticed it? They don't. So for example, you say, we want to. They know where that thing is going to end eventually. Want to recognize somebody who they know where that thing is going. So,
if for you to be recognized, your pocket is making noise. That's why they want to recognize you.
So it's like that. I agree with David that there are certain aspects of life that don't require anything other than your intervention. Because I agree with him that men are providers. You know that the word we translate as father, we're told in the Bible that word is Abba, A-B-B-A. Abba meaning father. Abba means source. Abba means source. So when you say father, you're referring to the source from, you know that old doxology say that bless God from whom all blessings flow. So so everything, life, everything that comes, flows from. Actually, if any man listening to my argument will check it is his responsibility of being a man in his home to provide for his family, spiritually, physically, for his family, children. That's not what I'm advocating here. I think that my argument is based on the fact that we become a society where, like now, see that discussion on by the man saying that if 2 pence can cancel out prostration, who cares about culture? You see, but why should culture come under attack?
A lot of things will not be depleting.
So even those who say they want to be wealthy, let me tell you, the Nigerian economy, Nigerian wealth has a lot of question marks on it.
You
will find somebody who does not have up to 10 employees anywhere in the world is a billionaire.
And people don't care.
They don't care because we are in that place where
we have put so much premium on money. The end justifies the means.
God bless you. Meanwhile, overseas and in the advanced economies, wealth can be explained.
It has to be explained.
In fact, for when you make money, it is attached to value.
Let me let you finish.
Money is attached. So, for example, so I don't want to mention this Nigerian but there's this man that has shops where they sell phones in every major market in Nigeria. You know him. Their logo is something about red. If you want to buy phones and so you just go to that shop to go and buy. He began as someone who was, I think, hardware repairer. From there, people trusted him. The business, there's a model.
There's a track record.
The business grew. But that man said, I'll not be poor. But he didn't tell us what he will do.
To not be poor.
To not be poor. He just said, I will not be poor. Because arguably, people that can use, by the way people dish money out, you can tell the psychology of that money. You can tell how that money came in.
It is a problem.
By the way money comes.
It is a problem. Not to cut you, I know a friend that stays in Ilaro. I don't know if you know Ilaro, towards Papa Abeokuta. Okay. So he talked about how a prominent, I wouldn't be mentioning his name now, politician in our country came there and started spraying Naira. He sprayed Naira a lot. He continued spraying Naira. Since it was a way of introducing himself to the society there to gain ground. So he sprayed from his vehicle, his entourage. He said he sprayed Naira until they exhausted it. And people were still coming around and everything. It seems the noise was still high. This person said before long, dollars started being sprayed. And as he was telling me the story, I was wondering that how come the people that were being sprayed, how come they didn't just take a 2, 3, 4 minute pause and think that?
Yes.
naira sprayed without regard, dollar sprayed without regard. You cannot work for that money. Even if you make profits like a senior forex trader that is making 20x of what they invest, they cannot spend money like that. But people don't care again because we assume that money is a problem. Why I'm emphasizing it is because it is a problem. There is a saying that any lemobasha ni barau. What that means is who is caught that is a thief. What does that encourage?
Very true, very profound. Yes.
What does that encourage?
Yeah.
It means that bring money. If they catch you with disassociate ourselves from you, but you are not caught.
But if you make it,
you make it, just come. I am not of the opinion, personally, I have lost some friends. People, I'm a people person. People, when you come into my space, I'm not troublesome. You get to love me. I'm not saying it to. I like people. I love people. I have a big heart in a degree. There are people that have stepped away from me because they feel, I know you. You have potential. We can do this. But personally speaking, this is me putting myself out there now. I'm not very, very ambitious.
Yeah. I'm
not driven. I'm not crazy. I wanted to go into that mind space, but because of the faith I practice, I was always, something stopped me until knowledge came as to why I was being stopped. Yeah. I couldn't even progress into that mind space. Where I'm going is, if you are helped to see beyond your physical senses, you would understand that money is, God, it is such a pathetic entity if you let it control you.
Yeah.
It will always lead to an end that is always, not once a while, it will always lead to an end that is questionable. And when you think about it, being a man, the little I have seen, money is important. I'm not sweeping it under the carpet. It is very, very important. But the things that come with being a man is a whole lot more than money.
Yeah.
In how you relate, like you said, providing not just money, counsel. It's part of the reasons why I'm putting myself out there again. Sorry. My friends say, you're fine. A lot of girls are disturbing you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, when you, especially my faith again, when you become someone's, maybe, you and someone are together in that light.
Like David was talking about somebody
when you are not just,
like wanted to buy
you are not just a romantic, I don't see it as a romantic partner. As the man,
lifetime.
You are a leader.
God bless you, David. God bless you.
People don't understand the burden of leading.
Yes.
The cost of, because as obviously when you come into that context, you are building a home. That home, you are the captain charting the course.
Yeah.
You are going to be held accountable.
Yeah.
I am afraid of accountability.
Why?
If I am not equipped enough, I run from it.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I see people that even in the faith or in the church, you always run, so you want to, if they help you see, you will calm down. You won't want to be in the face of everybody. It comes down to this, our topic too. If you see properly and they help you see, you will know that being a man it is not that it is impossible. It just takes a lot of conscious decisions, conscious trainings, conscious workings, conscious rewiring of thoughts that society has swept under the carpet.
Yeah.
We are just shying away from it. Everybody shouting money, money. I'm not preaching against money. The way I am, if you give me money, I will pray for you from the very depths of my. You can't go 10 days without that prayer hitting you. You know that, yes. But even in the face of that, I know the entirety of my life does not come from money. Who I will be when I am rich is who I am now. Or who I want to be when I am rich is who I'm working at being now. If you get what I'm trying to say. So the conclusion of the topic is money all that there is to being a man? David, what's your answer to that? No. Profound. I like specific. You talk like the past. I am what's the word? Candidate of the American election. Where you want to go? Mr. Cyril, is money all there is to being a man?
Could never be.
Could never.
Would never be for me.
Okay, could never be and would never be.
But I wanted to ask a question, if you don't mind.
Okay, before we round off, before we run away.
People always quote a text that said, "Money answers
all
things." How
Money does not.
Okay.
Even if money answers all things, I can have a problem. You can have a problem, because I know they get problem in Jesus' name. Someone can have a problem. Someone can have a problem that might not consider, you don't need to use money to solve it. Someone else might have that solution that will not cost you a penny. But because you feel like you have the money to do this, you are just going to do it without looking for a second option. That's what most people do. Which I've come to terms with that. They don't want to logically reason how to get out of this problem. They just want to find money to throw at it.
Throwing money at the problem.
This is not. So money is not always the solution to most things. Money is the easiest solution.
Yeah.
Not even the best solution.
Sometimes it's the lazy way out.
Solution. Exactly. That's just what it is.
The easiest. Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Yeah, but not the best.
I'm not lazy. I don't have time to wash my clothes because this night now I didn't sleep. I was awake till 6 this morning. Exactly. I have things to do, so I spend my time doing it. Now I won't have time to wash clothes, but out of the money I make out of spending that 12 hours a week, I can pay for the clothes.
Obviously, that's a very judicious way to spend money.
It is now a whole different thing if you are awake, you are asleep, you don't work all day, you have time to wash.
You are nothingness. You are doing nothing.
You just find the little money you have to go and plunge into someone's laundry business. That's wrong. The discipline that comes with being a man is not just about money. Making the money, the discipline to make the money is one thing. The discipline to keep the money is another. The discipline to spend the money is a whole different thing.
Look at all those disciplines you are calling.
I love the word you said, leadership. Being in a setting where you need to lead takes a lot of sensible thinking and reasoning.
Obviously.
I don't like being rushed into things because if you rush me into something, it's going to spoil. Because I will not be able to think well. Maybe halfway through, I will not realize that I should have done this thing. And I hate that because money have been spent. Money you can never recover.
Even time. Money
you can never recover. I don't even know how to give people money. Tell me what you want to use money and do. Let me do it for you. I prefer that way. If you want to eat, I can give you 1,000 naira to go and eat. But if you let me take you to a restaurant, you will eat as much as I eat.
So whether or not money answers it all, you will say no. No. For me, to answer your question, money does not answer all because it does not have the capacity to answer all. All existed before money. If you get what I'm trying to say, money is the money it just came along the line. It came as an invention of man, so to speak. We learned it in primary school.
Money was never there now.
It
was trade by barter.
Trade, bless your heart. You need yam, I have Gary. So even that thing, you know what it suggests for me? There was one day I was just thinking, I think a lot, even from childhood. I have a very beautiful mind. Let me put it like that. So one day I was thinking that yam, Gary, exchange, you need this. What that simply suggests is value. That is simply put.
That's actually all what money is.
Value is. So, like one person said, when you're looking for money, pursue value. But in this part of the world, they say they speak English or come off for there. And it's the truth. If you cannot, in the days of little, abase enough to be able to gather value, so that when you even that process of abasing, so like the great man of God put it builds character, because money cannot buy character. And it's one of those things you need to be a man. We could go on and on if we want to continue talking, but we have to round off. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the show. Mr. Cyril, thank you for joining us on the show. Devo, my guy, thank you for joining us. So make sure to join us on another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow next time, and follow us on all platforms at Enterprise TV 7. Thank you so much for joining us. From us here now, it's bye for now.
Bye.
I wasn't looking at it well, sir.
No, you just wanted to be sure.
Okay.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.